Okay, what is up, guys? It's now officially May 22nd, a day after the one has been revealed. I know you guys are subbox are probably flooded by now. People giving their own personal reviews of the one, why they think they shouldn't get it, why they should get it. And I still think, it's still a little bit early trying to debate whether or not people are going to get it, because really at this reveal, to me, they just showed off the console. They didn't really talk about nothing, what's really coming to it. Only thing they really was talking about was just the console in general and Connect 2.0. Other than that, they wasn't really discussing too much that was going to be going on with the console in future years. So we're going to have to wait until E3 to really get the real, true press conference about this Xbox One. And for this video, I'm pretty much going to be talking about how much has it shifted of me not getting it towards, probably me trying to get it, but really it's going to come down to what they show at E3. So let's get it started. So the Xbox One, personally, the reason why I think they named it the Xbox One, because you can do pretty much everything in one from Microsoft standards. From gaming to accessing all your social media apps to, watching all your video apps all in one without you basically, always going to your computer and accessing it. You can have it all through your Xbox. To me, I see what Microsoft is trying to do. They're trying to go into the entertainment business. They're trying to make, their console more of an entertainment device, basically for people that like to watch TV videos or check their statuses on Facebook or Twitter, whatever their preference is. And I personally think that they need to try to back off a little bit when it comes to entertainment, because remember, their general audience that buys this console are gamers, and I really think they're trying to push for the standard people that don't buy games, that rather just have an Xbox that just plays videos. And that can upset the fans a little bit. It don't really upset me that much, because really I don't really use none of the social apps on my 360. I just use it just for gaming, and it's like I never really have a need to use none of all that, because I have a computer that can access YouTube videos. I can watch movies on my computer. I can update my my Twitter or my Facebook on my computer. I can pretty much do everything on my computer than I could actually do on my Xbox. Saves me time and fiddling around on my Xbox, and I can just be one click away on my computer from it. Now, I'm not trying to needlessly say that's a bad idea. It's just if console are trying to, if Xbox is trying to go into that direction, then Microsoft just needs to specifically make a console or a device for just entertainment purposes only. Don't try to combine it too much with a gaming console that's supposed to be made for gaming only. Don't try to make them both 2 in 1, because sometimes it can wholly backfire on you. So, what do I think of it overall from, the outlook of the Xbox? What I think of the one, to me it looks like a big Belgian waffle iron. I'm not joking. It just looks really sort of big and bulky from what I've seen from the video, and from when I looked at images, it looked a lot bigger and a lot wider than 360 that I currently have now. And to me, for a person, I have sometimes friends come over and we all play at my Xbox. And the 360 is it's pretty big, but it never really ticks me off too much. Not like with my old Xbox, that old thing monster was big and bulky. And when they made the 360, they sort of slimmed it down some. It wasn't much as heavy as an old original Xbox was, but it was pretty on the heavy side. But it never annoyed me when I picked it up and moved it around. It's like when I look at that not 720, because that's not what it's being called. When I look at that one, it's like I will only want to keep it in my room. I wouldn't want to pick it up and move it. If I were to pick up and move it, it would be only moved to one key location, and it would never be moved ever again. It would sit there for the rest of the days, for how long I will ever have it. It's just with that design of the one, I thought Microsoft wouldn't have really went into making the design a little bit more slim, a little bit more smaller, so the gamer doesn't always get frustrated picking this thing up, moving it around. Because there's a lot of us that do host parties, or if we want to change our gaming rooms, we pick up our systems and move it. And then if we got to deal with a pretty big bulky system, that sort of takes the fun out of the way, plugging it all back up and everything. So it looked nice and stuff with the shiny sort of black mate, but other than that, the size is sort of a big con with me. Another thing, I didn't really like the so much of Connect 2.0. To me, I sort of felt like the Connect was like a fling. It was pretty much hot for a good while. It was a good device if you had like a bunch of friends come over, or you were a typical person that always host parties at your house, and you had games that used to connect. That was a good icebreaker, or a good way of entertainment, of interacting with everybody. But coming to the average gamer, I don't even use my Connect even that much, because I personally don't use it. I don't personally host parties, big enough parties like that, to where I would ever actually have to use it. And the only times I ever used my Connect was 3 times. The first is when I actually first bought it, trying out the thing where you can scroll across the screen using the hands. And then my buddy came over and we played one of the Connect games that came with it. And the third time that I actually played with it is when Mass Effect 3 came out, when they was talking about they added a feature in the game where you could basically sit up and tell Liara or Ashley to switch weapons, use ability right there, move to a certain position. And other than that, I stopped using it after a while of that. I just went back to using the old-fashioned power wheel, because that's what I was used to playing with. And this got sort of tiring, sitting up telling the Connect if it didn't hear me clearly enough to tell them to ask to move, or the art to use this ability. It just got a little bit frustrating, so I just said screw it. I'm not going to be bothered with it. And now it officially sits in my closet in the box catching dust. And if I were ever to get the one, that's where that Connect sensor bar would stay. I hope they don't try to. I don't know if they announced it or not. If you actually need the Connect sensor bar to really use the one, but if it is like that, that really hurts. That really goes into the top of the cons list, because I really feel that I shouldn't have to use this stupid Connect bar to really operate my system. I really use it the old-fashioned way. Just take my controller and scroll across the screens. Now, from what I could tell from the Call of Duty Ghost trailer, from what I've seen, this is going to be coming on the one. To me, the graphics didn't look no different. It looked the same to me as like on a 360. It didn't really feel next gen. Not like when I looked at Battlefield 4, they had a big turnout of next gen looks. But the reason for that was because Battlefield 4 was recorded off a PC. It wasn't recorded off a next gen. And honestly, I really think with these next gen consoles, it's pretty much, I don't think the graphics are going to change no different than what they already are now. I think the graphics are still going to be the same, and it all goes back to what I said before in my last video. Despite what TV you're playing on, if I got a flat screen, yeah, it's going to look in high definition, but if I'm still playing on my standard definition TV that I have for these past 20 years, because I can't go out and buy an HD TV, the graphics to me are not going to look no better and no different. So it still once again comes down to whether or not I got an HD TV, and then even if I have an HD TV, really the graphics don't look no different. It's probably like more pixel resolutions, but other than that, it's pretty much the same graphics that they had us on the 360. Now, from what I have heard, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to have to do some more research. But what is now still sitting on me as the biggest con is that the one is not backwards compatible, so that means you cannot download no 360 games or play any 360 games on it. But however, you can move your Xbox Live account over to your one. And one thing I found funny, Microsoft not talking about in the revealing today, is they didn't really explain how the Xbox Live account system was going to work. They was talking about how the dashboard and all that is all going to be regenerated, all incorporated with the cloud, but they never told you how the paying system of your Xbox Live account goes. I still think that's a rumor. They're probably going to charge you a month's subscription, but if that is true, a lot of people, including myself, are not going to be getting this thing. Well, I say like probably about 50% of the people are not going to be getting this thing if you have to pay about $10 a month to have an Xbox Live Gold account. I think that's formally stupid if that is true, and you need to rethink things. I was hoping that Microsoft didn't do the same stupid mistake Sony's doing by not making their next gen console not backwards compatible, but apparently they chose to go that route and make it not backwards compatible. So I really did hope they would make it backwards compatible when coming into this console. But, you know, you can only wish. But I bet you in the next couple of months after, you know, it's released, they're going to make a one where you can play your 360 game or re-download all of your old 360 games all in the one in these last coming, you know, months when the system is out there past all the bugs and stuff. What else? Really, the one I'm still sitting on the fence with it. It's not really my top one console to buy next to the PlayStation 4. It's still, to me, I don't really see what all the hype is about it. I still feel the same way as I have always talked about it before when they even announced a new console coming out. I really don't think we need these things. These things are just pretty much a waste of money. We're pretty much paying for just only like we're pretty much playing the same overzealous price that we played for the PlayStation 3 and the 360 when they first came out, just to get the same exact crap. Despite how the console can be all nice and everything with all these nice little features and everything, but if the games that comes out on these consoles are still shitty, then, you know, the console is pretty much worthless, or the console don't really show too much of next-gen graphics as they want to say, because I think next-gen graphics is just them way of saying paying for the same thing that you already have, just, you know, making it look a little bit more crispier on an HD TV if you're fortunate enough to have one. But it's just, I don't really feel it too much still with these next-gen consoles. I know they're going to be talking about it a lot more at E3 this year, and I know they're probably going to be explaining how the Xbox Live system is going to work, their revamping of the Xbox site, you know, incorporating, you know, more of the entertainment needs with the Xbox One and all these other little goodies inside. So still, so far, I'm not really going towards the buying it. I'm still right now waiting. I'm still right now in the phase of waiting to see what comes out when it comes out a lot more cheaper to play for. But, you know, how do you guys feel about the one? Either you're going to get it or not. Let me know in the comments below. See you guys later. Peace.